Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Liam Bradford here with another edition of Hello Hawks Basketball. Might be our last broadcast of the season, unfortunately, but we're here with a great game on the way between the Lakeland Hawks and the Moscow Bears, a girls basketball district game. Whoever wins this game will advance on to the district championship series to play against the Sandpoint Bulldogs in a best-of-3 series in Sandpoint. Tonight we have the number 2 seeded Hawks hosting the number 3 seeded Bears. These two teams have faced off already twice this year, with the Hawks pulling away with a 9-point victory and a 12-point victory. So coming into this game, Moscow is going to have to overcome all odds, and the expectation of most people is for the Lakeland Hawks to get a chance to rematch with the Bulldogs, and the Bears are here to prevent that from happening, led by head coach Josh Colvin. This is a very good team. Not a ton of experience, but their seniors that do play are very effective. And this Moscow team does not go away easily, so Lakeland's going to have to be on top of their game. Players to look at in this game, I think it's important that Peyton Sterling has a big game, gets on the board consistently and gets on the board early, because a lot of times this team is playing really well with 3 or 4 of their starters, but they're not putting it all together as a team. And I think for this team to win this game against all odds, with all the pressure that they face in this game, I think it's going to be very important for their offense to gel together. And for Moscow, they got Maya Anderson, Jessica Skinner, Jackie Williams, all play big roles for this team. And although they were not able to get a league win in the regular season, this Moscow team is very dangerous. Even here at Hawk Court, home court advantage for Lakeland. They're feeling good. Coach Derek absolutely pumped up before this one. Didn't even get a chance to talk to him down there because, man, there's just tension in the building today, and you could feel that this Hawks team wants to win more than anything.
Moscow Bears.
A great game on the way, ladies and gentlemen, as we rise for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, Derek West, the official sponsor of the Idaho High School Activities Association, reminds you that this competition is being conducted according to the rules of the IHSAA. Lakeland High School asks that all students and parents to honor the game through sportsmanship, integrity, honesty, teamwork, leadership, and personal responsibility. Be a living example of the words of the great Bob Robertson, who said, always be a good sport. Be a good sport all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, now announcing our officials for tonight's game. They proudly represent the Idaho District 1 Officials Association. High school sports simply could not be possible without you, so thank you for serving our state and so selflessly. We couldn't be more grateful for you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as our national colors are unfurled, it is my pleasure to announce a very special group of young ladies to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. Girl Scout Troop 2250, please lead the way. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, as sung by Lakeland High School student Emily Hindleshine.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to kick off this district play-in game between the Bears and the Hawks here at Hawk Court. Man, it's going to be a good game. And you know Tyrell Derrick's going to coach his team to the best of his abilities. And they're going to try to pull off this win for the very rare 3-game season sweep of their district opponent, the Moscow Bears, which is not an easy thing to do. And I think this team knows that, and they know what they have to overcome in this game, despite having a 2-0 season lead against the Bears.
Assisted by Natalie Zamora and assisted by Tony Broyles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Lakeland!
The Hawks come into this game with a record of 9-8 and 2-2 in league. 0-2 against the Bulldogs, who they will have a chance to face if they can jump over the hump and beat the Bears today. And the Bears are 7-11 overall and 0-4 in league. Definitely have plenty of firepower for an 0-4 team. And these last two players being announced in the lineup are going to be the X Factors today for this Lakeland team. Paint bully Lila Kiefer and sharpshooter Peyton Sterling. Kiefer is 4th in the state for 4A in rebounds with 8.4 per game. She is extremely physical. You'll see her just manhandling the ball on both sides. Very aggressive, very quick to get the ball. And then you've got Landry Simon, this team's best scorer. I think if those three can play cohesively in this one and get help from their bench as they do, that is the winning formula if you're Coach Tyrell Derrick. Getting set for the tip. We've got our guard, Landry Simon, taking the tip off as usual. And Moscow wins the tip. Here's Punk Knott. Passes it down in for Anderson. Anderson in the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Lola Johns and taken away by the Hogs. Transition offense is going to be important in this game. Karsten Kiefer fighting the zone. Stolen by Lola Johns. Good play there. They were trying to get it inside to Kyla Holte. Knott passes it to Johns. Double covered in the corner. Both teams run that effective zone. Simon bringing it down. And Punk Knott takes it away. Little sloppy from both teams so far. Anderson inside to Johns. Puts it up and no good. Gonna stay with the Bears. Good hustle there by Moscow just to keep the ball in their possession. Anderson gets it back off the inbound and catches some air. Rebounded by Johns, back out for Knott. Great offensive rebounding game here for the Bears. That's 3-on-1 possession, and they get the second chance points. First ones to draw blood tonight, courtesy of Punk Knott. Nice jumper there from Kiefer. Just catch and shoot. That's good basketball there from the veteran for the Hawks. 4 years on varsity experience has paid off as she is now one of the most effective players in this league. And a travel called on Colby Kiblin.
On the floor with the Bears, number 23, Jackie Williams.
Here's Lila Kiefer. Nearly got it taken away there by Kiblin. That zone defense, pretty intimidating so far. Simon, 3, got it! She sinks the tray. Landry Simon, an elite scorer for this Hawks team, up 5-2. They've really answered after Punk Knott got the Bears on the board first. Here is Knott. Down inside to John, stolen away by Karsten Kiefer. Simon in transition, puts it up, rebounded by Johns, and a foul called up. Karsten Kiefer there, a blocking foul. Full court press. Anderson, mid-range, gets it to go. She's got such a high arcing shot. Good looking stroke there, 5-4. Nice snag there by Lila Kiefer to keep it alive. And a foul called on Punk Knott.
Personal foul, number 2, Punk Knott, reverse.
Lila Kiefer driving inside off the pass from Karsten. Sterling driving. Good defense by Knott. Lila's gonna pop a 3 at the top of the key. She got it! Bang! Nice shot there from Kiefer. And the Hawks have 2 early 3s, courtesy of Kiefer and Simon. Punk Knott. Pump fakes on the deep 3. The driving runner is no good, a little too deep there. Landry Simon. Back out for Lila Kiefer. To Karsten Kiefer. This team has such good ball movement. Karsten Kiefer sees the open look. No good. Nice effort there to keep it with the Hawks from Holte. Rebounded by Knott. She just plays with energy, does Punk Knott. And Johns answers. And Moscow's problem in the first 2 games is, you know, they could play good at times and then Lakeland would just go on runs, and they need to prevent those runs. And it starts with plays like that, just silencing the momentum. Pump fake city for the Hawks right now. Simon tried to find Sterling in the corner, and it's going to stay with the Hawks as Kiblin hits the deck.
And now on for the Hawks, number 25, Macy.
The freshman Macy Bretveld checking into the game for the first time today for Coach Derrick. And lackadaisical pass there, stolen away by Knott. And Kiefer makes up for the mistake there with the big rebound. Simon pops the 3. No good, rebounded by Holte, and it'll stay with Lakeland. Holte's doing a good job on the offensive boards in this one, keeping it with the Hawks. Lila Kiefer pops a mid-range jumper. Skinner inside to Anderson. Draws contact. She'll go to the line with an opportunity to tie this game. Just under 5 minutes into this one. Anderson misses the second. Hawks cling to a 1-point lead. Lila Kiefer breaks the press, gets it up to Simon driving in. Holte open look inside. No good. Rebounded by Brett Velt, and we've got a jump ball. This is going to be a gritty game that is won in the trenches. Simon trying to find Holte inside. Back to Simon. Puts it up. Gets it to go. Landry Simon is such a lethal scorer. 5 points already. Stolen away by Lila Kiefer. There's that dog energy we were talking about. Simon with the nice looking spin. Losing the opportunity there. Both teams with a lot to prove in this one. You can tell the energy is higher than ever.
Foul number 25, Mason Brendel for first. Returning for the Hawks, number 1, Karsten Keeper.
One thing I will say, pretty weak showing from the Lakeland student section in this one. Not impressed, guys. Come on. Anderson double covered to Kiblin. Kiblin goes inside and losing it. There was Jessa Skinner turning the ball over. Hawks doing a good job handling the pressure so far. A 3 from Simon. Rebounded by Knott. She's just all over the place. Anderson, nice pump fake. No good. It's important that the Hawks don't allow second chance opportunities. That was a great effort. Just grabbed the rebound there for Sterling. Kiefer, top of the key. Misses the opportunity. Kiblin. And stolen away by Lila Kiefer. She just closes that gap so quickly. Electric energy on defense. Karsten Kiefer, the open look, top of the key. No good. Moscow gets it back. A minute remaining in this first quarter. We've got a tight game and a timeout called by Josh Colvin and the Moscow Bears. It's tough for the Hawks to not look forward at that game against Sandpoint or that series against Sandpoint and kind of just expect to be there by the time Wednesday rolls around. But this game is not an automatic for the Hawks. This game, although they are favored, this Moscow team is going to give them everything they have, and a team that feels like they've got nothing to lose with a lot of promise in their future. Moscow, really, they're a dangerous team at this point, very vulnerable, and this Lakeland team has everything to lose out here tonight before they have the opportunity to get that rematch with Sandpoint. Because this team feels like they can beat Sandpoint, feels like they can upset the defending state champs. But they're not going to get a chance to do that if they don't take care of business at home tonight. It's a good start right there on the air ball. Brett Veld inside to Simon. And a foul called on John.
Personal foul number 20, Lola Johnson, Bears are first.
Kiefer, a bullet pass to Simon. Simon backing down 2 defenders as per usual. Hawks moving the ball around, trying to find a look. Turn it over. Anderson on the Euro step. No good. Rebounded by McMurray. 4.5 seconds left. Lakeland ball. Let's see if they can beat the buzzer at the end of this first quarter. They've got a 3-point lead already. Landry Simon takes the inbound. Kiefer. Oh, one too many passes. They ran out of time there. Tough luck from the Hawks. At the end of one, Lakeland Hawks 10, Moscow Bears 7. In a very physical district play-in game. Tough look there to close out the quarter. McMurray hit the buzzer beater, but it didn't beat the buzzer. The Hawks passed the ball one too many times. It's just not very smart, not knowing how much time is on the clock. You've got to at least put up a shot before the buzzer there. Good learning experience here. This is a very important game if the Hawks are going to move on and slay the dragon. Here we are to kick off the second quarter. Anderson inbounds to Knott. Both offenses a little bit stagnant in that first quarter. Skinner breaks inside and the sophomore gets the bucket to go. A lot of offensive potential for her moving forward in her years. Sterling gets the open look. You know she's going to take it, and you know she's going to make it. Drains the three. Lakeland ball on the turnover. 3 3-pointers in the first 8.5 minutes of this game for the Hawks. That's a winning basketball formula. Kiblin. Anderson facing pressure. Trying to break that pressure. A bump is called on Sterling.
Personal foul number 33, Baker Sterling, her second.
And a 3-second call goes against the Bears. Hawks will take over. Not allowing Moscow anything comfortable on offense, that is. Hawks defense has really learned and progressed as a group. Cross-court pass from Simon to Kiefer. Back to Simon, and a travel is called on Simon. Dragged to the pivot foot. Unfortunate there, as Landry Simon is the most prolific scorer, perhaps in the 4A IEL. Anderson drives to Skinner, inside, off of Brettveld, staying with the Bears. Taking them nearly 10 minutes of game time now to get into the double digits for the Bears. It's just great defense. And another deflection there on Anderson's shot. It's going to stay with the Bears. regardless of what Lakeland has done defensively, Moscow has not failed to get second chance opportunities. Johns puts it up, rebounded by Skinner. My point exactly. Not. Drains the three, and you give them enough second chances, they'll make you pay. Punk Not puts it home. 1 point game. Stolen away by Anderson. Bears with some momentum. And a jump ball. Great perimeter defense there by Karsten Kiefer. Possession arrow going back to the Hawks. Both Kiefers just very aggressive and physical. That's how they play the game. Karsten Kiefer, quick drive inside. Back out for Brett Veld. Brett Veld for three. Rebounded Holte. Second chance points. Kyla Holte with the flush. Kiblin to Anderson. Arc and shot. Rebounded by Anderson. Good effort there to rebound her own miss. And Brett Veld comes down with it. Freshman strength. Lila Kiefer passes inside. They find a hole in the D. Simon for three! Bucket! Timeout Lakeland Hawks. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 3-pointers early on tonight. We've played just over 10 minutes of basketball and the Hawks have drained 4 trays. Shooting the lights out. I know we're only 10 minutes into the game here, but one thing I've noticed from the Hawks is that they're not cycling through as many players as they normally would during the regular season. You know, they've got a mix of pretty much 6 girls just going in and out on this team. They've got Sterling, the Kiefers, Holte, Simon, and then Brett Veld and McMurray get in at times, but you don't see as much variation with the 5 on the court as you would during the regular season, because you know this is a win-or-go-home game, and you're going to put all your chips on the table if you're Tyrell Derrick or Josh Colvin for that matter. Not. Air ball. Wow. Simon in transition. Through the contact. Oh, tough bounce there. Moscow trying to end that momentum. This is what we talked about. This is what they need to do if they want to win this game. Not. For 3. No good. Lila Kiefer, quick drive at the basket. Bears come down with it. That's Colby Kiblin. Anderson has a lane. Inside. Blocked by Kyla Holte. What a move there. Just get a hand up in the air and reject it. 3! Nothing but nylon. Macy Brettveld. Make it 5 threes on the night for the Hawks. And there's Skinner trying to end that run. Let's see if the Hawks can answer. Up by 7. Stolen away back by Skinner, who's taken things into her own hands. Fouled by Kiefer.
Personal foul. Karsten Kiefer, the Hawks are second.
Got to give the Bears props for turning around and not letting that handful of threes get away from you. Mid-range jumper, no good. That's going to be off of Skinner. Hawks basketball. And a 30-second timeout on the floor called by the Bears. Both teams sticking to their guns and keeping, for the most part, their primary players on the floor. I haven't seen Kiefer, Simon, or Sterling come off the floor for more than a minute at a time. And the same thing with Punk Knott, Colby Kiblin, Maya Anderson, Jessa Skinner for the Bears. Hawks have the early lead thanks to some knockdown shooting from just about everyone who's gotten in the game. 8 points from Landry Simon already. Simon takes the inbound, sprinting up, trying to beat Skidder into the paint. Lila Kiefer, dribble drive, staying with the Hawks. Kiefer takes the inbound pass and a quick jump shot. Rebounded by Brett Veld. Taken away by Knott, but that's a jump ball. Very physical for her size is Punk Knott. She's been going back and forth with the Kiefers.
For the Hawks, number 1, Kirsten Kiefer.
They break the full court press. Skinner puts it up. No good. Rebounds her own miss. And the Hawks get it back. Here's Karsten Kiefer. Passes to Landry Simon, who pops a quick three. Catch and shoot. No good. And Kyla Holte is fouled after she gets her 4th offensive rebound thus far.
Alan John, number 23, James Williams.
Holte is one of those players who doesn't fill up the stat book, but always plays an impact on the game. Both sides of the ball. A true board getter. A paint beast. At the line here, and perhaps, actually no, this is her last home game of her high school basketball career. Kiblin to Knott. Inside to Skinner, who traveled. Moscow's offense, a little bit of a jam right now. Errant pass by McMurray. Kiefer saves it. Simon, nice pump fake, and they get her for the travel call. Second time this game that call has gone against her in that same fashion. Not quite sure, to be honest with you, what caused that delay of game. Something with the refs. Kiblin driving inside. Hard foul there. Moscow will go to the line.
Two-shot foul, number 22, Jersey, Murray Lakeland, her first.
First one, no good.
Returning to Lakeland, number 24, Lila Keeper, and number 33, Peyton Sterling.
Second half goes in. 7-point lead again for the Hawks. Karsten Kiefer, top of the key. Simon trying to make something work, running circles around the defense. Lila Kiefer dribble drive, puts it up, and the floater is money for Lila Kiefer. 7 points now for Chief Keef. Charge! Maya Anderson running headfirst into the paint, and the Hawks take the charge. Gonna stay with the Hawks. Good effort there, though, by Maya Anderson. Trying to make something happen. Landry Simon for three. Nothing doing there. Moscow's got 1:20 left to cut this lead before half. Not gonna do it that way. Simon, stutter step. Rebounded by Kiblin. Tempo moving up now. Stolen away by Kyla Holte, the defensive mastermind. Simon pump faking. Sterling throws an errant pass. Stolen away by Punk Knott. Not in transition. No good. Can't quite finish. Had Kiefer chasing her from behind, and I guess that did it. Now here's Lila Kiefer backing down the defender. Corner to Sterling. And a foul called on Lola Johns.
Foul number 20, Lola Johnson. There's her second.
Sterling heading to the line. Oh, no. Hawks are going to inbound the ball. Up by 9. 29 seconds left in this first half. Lila Kiefer running straight at the rack. Oh, just missed it. Good intensity there from the Hawks. Stolen away by McMurray. Kiefer's got it. 8 seconds on the clock. Let's see some of that Lila Kiefer magic. Sterling for three. Hey! A buzzer beater heater. Peyton Sterling got the dagger. What a look for number 33 to finish out the half. 27-15. Lakeland Hawks roll in here in Rathdrum. 8 points for Landry Simon. 7 for Lila Kiefer. 6 for Peyton Sterling. And in a very low-scoring game where the Hawks only gave up 15 points in the first half, they hold a 12-point lead with only 16 minutes of ball between them and a rematch against the Dragons of the 4A IL, the Sandpoint Bulldogs. Don't go anywhere. We have a great finish ahead in the second half of this district playing game. I'm Liam Bradford, and we'll be back in approximately 10 minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half of action here at Hawk Court in the district play-in game between the Bears and the Hawks. The Hawks absolutely outplaying the Bears in every facet of the game in the first half. They were shooting the lights out. They were passing the ball very well. Great ball movement by the offense. And the defense is just playing very physical and suffocating that Moscow offense, not allowing them to score more than 15 points in 16 minutes of basketball. And if Lakeland can keep that formula going for 2 more quarters, they will be on to the district championship series. Moscow definitely needing to turn some things around here in the second half. We'll see what they got coming out of the locker room to try to battle back here at Hawk Court. Simon, back to Kiefer. Bears coming out with good defense again, just like they did in the first. Simon pops the 3! Hallelujah! She's a shooter. Don't leave her open. That's all I got. That's all the advice I got for you. And a foul called on the Hawks. Anderson on the inbound. The Bears' total is doubled by Lakeland's. Anderson, high arcing 3. No good, rebounded by Lila Kiefer. Simon spinning, finding Karsten Kiefer with the flush. Karsten Kiefer has had her problems shooting the ball, but never any trouble finishing. Easy lay there. Punk knot. To Kiblin. Man, they can't even get inside. Stolen away by Lila Kiefer. She is the steal leader of this league for a reason. Simon in transition, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. Man, Lila Kiefer is averaging 3 steals a game. I think she has already surpassed that tonight. It's a really ridiculous stat if you think about it. 3 steals a game is just uncanny. Excellent performance in her senior season as Kiefer, and she's not lighting up the scoreboard in terms of points, but she's doing it in other ways. She's getting her team second chances. She's playing physical. She's getting to the free throw line more than anyone else. And just like that, as I'm talking about her, she fights and muscles for an offensive rebound. Strong, strong play by Lila Kiefer, but unfortunately the Bears got it back. Definitely all league performance tonight, and in all 3 games against Moscow this year for Lila Kiefer as well as Lantry Simon. Kiblin. Here's Knott. She's doing a lot of pump fakes, but they're not getting any looks. There she puts one up. No good. Stolen away by Lila Kiefer. Man, she's on the boards tonight. She's hungry. Lila Kiefer has nothing on her mind other than traveling to Sandpoint this Wednesday. She does not have any plans of being at school for all 6 periods on Wednesday. I tell you that. A technical foul called on the Lakeland Hawks. Not sure if that was on Peyton Sterling or Landry Simon, or I honestly don't know. I don't want to speculate. Johns gets the first to go.
Johns shooting for the Bears.
Luckily, the Hawks with a bit of wiggle room in terms of the scoreboard right about now. Bucknot leads the Bears with 5 points. Here are the Bears trailing by 15 once again. Stolen away by Karsten Kiefer. There's that defense. The Hawks have not stopped. Man, that defense is intense. Can they translate it into offense? Sterling corner three, no good. Rebounded by Johns. Stolen by Simon. How many steals are the Hawks going to come up with? It's like taking candy from a baby. And Simon gets it to go and one with the finish. What a bucket, what a move. Simon excellent at finishing through contact. Does it better than anyone in this league. And she's putting up 19 points a game for a reason, folks. 20 points, actually, I believe. Hawks back up 17. Simon bumped not there. This Hawks defense just doesn't. They bend, but they don't break. And they're not doing a lot of bending tonight, in fact. Anderson in the post. Rebounded by Karsten Kiefer. And an elbow right to the face of Brooklyn Becker, and Bears get the ball back. Karsten Kiefer fought for the rebound and then elbowed Becker in the face. Bears trailing by 18 will inbound. And off the back of Lila Kiefer. Oh man, that is a pretty risky move. And I don't know how I feel about that. Down by 18, showboating. Interesting. We'll see if Lila Kiefer gets the last laugh tonight. Kiefer brings it across half court. Simon for three. It will go on the button. Simon for three. She just is ruthless from beyond the arc tonight. Johns answers. Hawks up by 19. A handful of threes in this one have given the Hawks a significant edge. And another travel called on Landry Simon. That is the third time tonight that she has been called for a travel on a pump fake when receiving the pass from beyond the arc. They've got to figure that out, especially moving into that Sandpoint series. Johns gets it to go. And the Bears finally break 20 points. Lila Kiefer for three. No good. Rebounded by the Bears. Here's Knott in transition. Lila Kiefer denies the pass there from Knott. As in not gonna happen. Oh. Pass goes right to the face of Lola Johns. Peyton Sterling pops the open shot. No good. And Simon nearly saved that one off of Anderson. Seemed to roll her ankle a little bit, but she's already back down the court. Anderson inside. Nothing doing there, just forcing that one. Kyla Holte. Nice jump stop there from Holte. Kyla with the flush. Hawks up 19. Timeout, Bears. 2:50 left in the third. And it is all Lakeland Hawks in this one. Simon and Sterling will both go to the bench to get some much deserved rest. Simon with 17 points. Sterling with 9. And Lakeland has done just about everything they've needed to do to complete the season sweep of the Bears. 10.5 minutes to go in this one. And Lila Kiefer nearly poked that one away for another steal. And this time it's Karsten Kiefer on the steal. How many times are the Hawks going to come up with a steal in this game? And Karsten Kiefer, in transition, gets fouled, will go to the line and shoot 2.
There's a foul number 10, Brooklyn Becker, your second.
Hawks are going to have to work on finishing through contact prior to that Moscow matchup in Game 1 on Wednesday. Banks open for Karsten Kiefer.
Hawks and injury game for Lakeland. And number 20, Alana Bopat.
Kiefer gets them both to go. And Becker steps out of bounds on the baseline, turning it over. Hawks drawing closer and closer to that season sweep. Bretveld stepped out of bounds. Feels like we're in a bit of a lull right now in this game as the Hawks have a steady lead and their defense will not be moved. Anderson finishes. And we have a Lakeland Hawk down on the ground with an injury. It is Jersey McMurray, who is just returning from an injury that she had that forced her to miss multiple games. And in a situation like that, you don't want to speculate, but sometimes could be a re-injury. As silence falls upon Hawk Court. And McMurray makes it to the trainer's table. And we will resume play here. Pretty quiet in here for a district play-in game tonight. Hawks taking care of business either way. Bears will take over now. Oh man, having to just fight for every push. The Bears getting to the line there, it's Jackie Williams. And Landry Simon's going to come back into the game. Give Karsten Kiefer a break.
Landry Simon. And now to perform the Bears, number 24, Faith Teague.
Williams gets the second of the two to go. 18-point lead now for the Hawks. They've just got to close out business here tonight. Inside, that's McMurray's younger sister, Hunter McMurray. And it's going to be Moscow basketball off of Kalina Vopit. Travel called on Punk Knott. 56 ticks remaining here in the third. Hawks holding on in this district play-in game. Hunter McMurray throws it away. Bears trying to stay alive and crawl their way back into this basketball game. The momentum is for the taking right now. It doesn't seem like either team really has anything going. Stolen away by Landry Simon. Simon in transition, spins, finishes! Landry Simon. An unstoppable scorer in this league. And Anderson is fouled driving to the rack, sending her to the line to shoot two. 16.4 left in this third quarter. No, we have... It's going to go back to the Hawks. I don't know if they called a travel or offensive foul. Must have missed the call. Apparently it was a travel call. Kiefer bringing it up past half court. Not an easy thing to do. Simon getting physical inside with Colby Kiblin. Simon will go to the line to shoot two. 3.3 left in this third quarter. Hawks up 20. With the opportunity to add to her current scoring total of 20, which is also her average for the season. Landry Simon. If you could use one word, you'd call her a baller. Misses both. And that will do it for for the third quarter. Hawks lead by 20. Going into the fourth, 8 minutes of basketball stand between the Lakeland Hawks and the Revenge Series. For some context, if you're just joining the broadcast, the Sandpoint Bulldogs have absolutely run the 4A IL in the recent years. Lakeland has not had much success against Sandpoint, particularly in district. Sandpoint has been the best team in this league, undoubtedly, for years now. And this Sandpoint team has played very well this year, better than they have in the past, trying to defend that 4A state championship. But you know, Lakeland always has the potential to beat a good Sandpoint team. They know their weaknesses, they know their strengths, they know what it takes to beat a top-notch team like the Bulldogs, and I think this Hawks team has a much better chance against Sandpoint than Moscow would because of that rivalry aspect and because they know pretty much what Sandpoint's going to do, and Sandpoint knows what Lakeland's going to do, so it's just who can execute their game better. Sandpoint picked up the first two matchups, and as I talked about earlier, it's very hard to pick up a 3-game season sweep, and the Hawks are going to try to take 2 in that 3-game series against the Bulldogs and clinch a bid in the state tournament. Kiblin at the line, missed the front end. Missed them both. And the Hawks starting 5 is back in there for the start of this fourth quarter. Karsten Kiefer pops a wing 3, no good. And an over the back foul called on Lila Kiefer.
Personal foul number 24, Lila Kiefer, her third.
Anderson pops a 3 over Simon, who had great defense in her face, and Holte gets the ball back for the Hawks. Nice pass there by Karsten Kiefer. Simon pump fake driving inside. Taken away by the Bears. Not going away just yet. Fighting until the very last whistle. Anderson back out for Knott. Knott pump fakes, pulls a deep 3. Bullseye! Finally something doing on offense for the Bears, and a travel called on Kyla Holte on the gather there. Bears just need 6 more of those 3s from Punk Knott to take the lead. Here's the 3 from Anderson. Money! Gets it to go. And a 14-point lead now for the Hawks. The Bears are clawing back into this one. Travel called on Simon. 6:25 left in the fourth. And the Bears trying to make this an interesting game. Josh Colvin telling his girls, don't go away yet. This season could still be saved. Anderson putting the moves on Sterling. Pops a 3. No good. If she would have made that, that would have made this one very interesting. Instead, Sterling fires and succeeds for the 3. Peyton Sterling, that could be the dagger. A winning formula for the Hawks. 21 combined points, along with Plenty of steals and rebounds from the senior trio that they have in Holtzy, Sterling, and Kiefer. And 20 points for the team's top scorer, Landry Simon. 4AIL MVP right there, number 0. Balling out. .603 remaining. Each time the Bears start to show a little life, the Hawks just rip it right away from them. Speaking of ripping it away from them, they've done an excellent job at stealing the ball in this game. And as if she can hear me, Lila Kiefer with another steal, adding to her tally. Quite a few pickpockets in this game from number 24. Lila Kiefer, not Addie Kiefer, just so you guys know. Kiefer driving, puts it up with the right hand. Rebounds her own miss. And she is such a hard fighter. Gets fouled. And the Hawks are going to take the ball out of bounds. Stolen away by Skinner. Anderson to Knott. Hawks defense in full effect. Anderson firing the high arcing jumper. And fouled on the putback attempt. Good second chance opportunity there for Faith Teagues, who takes full advantage and will go to the line to shoot 2. First one goes for Teagues. Buries them both. Bears draw within 15. Theoretically, this is a 5-possession game. And with the way the Hawks haven't been extremely dominant offensively, actually, they've been able to knock down their shots pretty well. Sterling, corner. Ooh, that could have been the dagger. Instead, Punk Knott gets fouled. There's
no foul. Number 1 goes to Kiefer Lincoln.
Moscow basketball, 5:04 left. Living on a prayer. Moscow season hanging by a thread. Lakeland hoping their season's just getting started. Anderson popping. No good. Rebounded by Lila Kiefer. Who else? Certified board getter. Packed by Johns. Punk Knott throws that one away. Maybe the pressure just too much. 4:37 ticks to go. Bredfeld to Kiefer. Kiefer driving back out for Simon. Pulling. Rebounded by the Bears. Punk Knott with the pump fake. Puts it up. Ooh. Plenty of air. Blocking foul called on Kiblin. Kiefer draws the contact better than anyone else.
Bears are second.
Sterling in the wing, dribble drive, back to Kiefer. Hawks offense just trying to waste some time here. Simon pump faking. And a bump on the baseline called against Moscow. Called against Jessa Skinner. Lila Kiefer. Bears in transition. Anderson puts it up, and it is pure from mid-range. Anderson been one of the few bright spots in a struggling Moscow offense tonight. 10 points for her, as well as 8 for Knott and Johns. Holte blocked by Anderson. Moscow down by 13. Could they perhaps chip away at that lead with the 2:51 seconds that are remaining? It'd probably take more than one three-point basket. But they sure have the potential, and Anderson pulls it off on Kiefer again as you see her grinning from up here, and she gets fouled. High IQ play for Anderson, who is clinging on to hope that this will not be her last high school basketball game. Misses the front end. Sinks the back end. 12-point game, 2:45 remaining. Hawks looking for that dagger. Hawks with the ball. Inbounding for Kiefer. Kiefer over to Simon, who finds Sterling in the corner. Hawks just holding for the best shot they can right now. Foul called on the Bears. Is that gonna... Yes, it will. It will send Kyla Holte to the line. 2:33 left with a chance to extend that lead. Holte gets it to go. Checking into the game, Lile Tuala and number 22, Makai Raj. Rebounded by the Bears, who trail by 13. The Bears are living on a prayer. Anderson inside to Johns. Johns finishes. The Bears are as close as they have been all half. Sterling. Bang! Ka-chow! The dagger from Sterling. Peyton Sterling, one of the keys to the game was that she would shoot well in this one. 4 made three-pointers later and 12 points on the board for her. And the Hawks are headed to Sandpoint. Catches some air. for good measure. Timeout for the Hawks. And barring anything absolutely spectacular, this Lakeland team will advance to the District Championship Series between the top-seeded and dangerous Sandpoint Bulldogs and the number 2-seeded Lakeland Hawks, with vengeance on their mind. Headlining that Hawks team will be Landry Simon, one of the most prolific scorers in 4A, 20 points a game as a junior, and she is only getting better towards the end of this season. This team is really gelling. Peyton Sterling playing out of her mind. Lila Kiefer, a double-double candidate every game. And this Hawks team is rolling right now, folks. A minute 39 to close out in the last home game in the careers of Peyton Sterling, Lila Kiefer, and Kyla Holte. Sterling for 3. Rebound by Anderson, foul by Holte. Tyrell Derrick, never satisfied. He's got a district championship in mind. Anderson has played very well for the Bears tonight. It's been the brightest spot in this offense for the Bears. She finishes, well, I guess not finishes, 13 points under her belt so far. "20 seconds on the shot clock. Kiefer gets the open lane. Floater! It's good! 9 points for Lila Kiefer, who's done just about everything else for her team. That ball thrown away, and that's going to be the icing on the cake. And the Lakeland Hawks going to improve to 10-8 and 3-2 in league play. And they will face the Bulldogs at Les Rogers Court on Wednesday in Sandpoint.
30 seconds, head out, Lakeland.
Tough break for the Bears, who just weren't able to get anything going in league play this year. Picked up 7 solid wins in the regular season, but just couldn't answer in league play. Coming off the court for the last time in their high school careers. For the Bears, we got Punk Knott, Maya Anderson, Lee Letuala, Lola Johns, Makai Roch, and Faith Teagues. A final game, a final valiant effort from the Bears. And this will be the final home game in the careers of Lila Kiefer, Peyton Sterling, and Kyla Holte for the Hawks. What a night. Player of the game, gotta be Landry Simon. Although Lila Kiefer put up 9 points and 9 of just about every other stat in the book too. I think she had like 6 or 7 steals tonight. And the first free throw is good. At the line, that's Addie Forsman. Freshman getting an opportunity to get on the scoreboard in this district play-in game. 17-point lead for the Hawks. Let's watch how this one closes out, just for fun. Williams, no good. And one. Nice finish there from Jessa Skinner. who fought till the last whistle.
Goes down number 12, Liberty Hatcher.
Skinner gets it to go, completes that three-point play. Forsman sprinting up the court. Libby Hatcher pump fakes. Hatcher lost the ball. And the Bears take possession, 15 seconds to go. Final game of the year for the Bears. Lakeland basketball played very good tonight. Lakeland student section a little weak, but it's all right. And zeros show on the clock, and that will do it. The Lakeland Hawks have defeated the Bears, completed the season sweep, and will advance to Sandpoint to play at Les Rogers Court for the league title. I'm Liam Bradford, signing out live from Hawks girls basketball for the final time in my career. God bless you all. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Roll Hawks!